Thanks for staying with us on this edition of Visions. On this segment of Visions, we got our friend who's back in the studio with us today, Mr. Jamal Thomas, publisher of Gumptown magazine. Mr. Thomas, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Glad to be back on the show.
Hey, glad to have you. Of course, lots going on. We haven't had a chance to talk to you in a while. And
yeah.
You've got your first quarter issue.
Yes.
And
yes.
edition of Gumptown magazine. And
yes.
so you're here to talk about that today.
I am.
And so we wanna let our viewers know that we want to let them know that it is out and it is ready for them to pick up.
It is.
You've got probably how many locations now that they can pick up the magazine?
Over 200 locations throughout the city, but we have two main locations. One, of course, is Josetti's Cupcakes on South Decatur Street. And our second location is Patricia's Boutique. She's on Coliseum Boulevard, and that's the Sherwin-Williams. So you can go there.
Okay. Well, it looks fantastic.
Thank
you got a new logo. Let's talk about the rebranding. See, what people may not know about you is that you're a marketing specialist.
That's right. That's right.
College of business major. ASU,
that's right. Alabama State.
Yes. Go Hornets. And marketing degree and a degree with an emphasis on marketing. Oh, but you got your MBA too, by the way.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
we
right.
just want to put that in. Also, you're from Cleveland.
That's right.
Okay. With the Cleveland Hustle.
That's right.
Okay.
City of Champions.
That's right. That's right. So how's this been? I mean, I like it. It looks great. You've been getting a good response and good reception.
I have. We decided to rebrand and become like a community resource network because there's so many businesses out there, so many resources that the community needs, so many positive things that goes on, but people just don't know. So Gumptown is that platform. Gumptown is that conduit that keeps people connected with the community and businesses.
Yeah, it's really good. Now we see you everywhere.
Yes.
Yes. And you're getting known for that. I tell people, you can't get there before Gumptown gets there.
You can't.
And so we respect that,
yes.
and we really like it. One of the recent articles that you had in the magazine was a project that we kind of worked on together, which was the Serious Injury Law Group, and they did their scholarship essay contest.
Yes, they did. The Serious Injury Law Group, Gerald and Chuck, they're good friends of mine. They're good attorneys, and they decided to give back to the community. So they decided to have a Black History essay contest because they operate in 14 counties, and they awarded, I think, about 16,000 in scholarships. So 16 individuals got $1,000 scholarships. They had to write a Black History essay contest. So it was just great. Yeah. And we were glad to cover it because, most times you think that attorneys and lawyers just want your money.
Right.
You don't see them in the community. So we just had to let the people know.
Yeah, well, I was there, and I was glad to talk to the attorneys about that. It was really a great event, and of course we talked to Attorney James about it too. And so those are the kind of things that you cover in the magazine.
Yes, we do.
Now we also talked about you are graduating from Leadership Montgomery.
That is correct.
And tell me about that experience and how that's been.
I mean, it's a wonderful experience. I mean, just learning so much about Montgomery, learning so much about people from different backgrounds. I mean, it was just a great experience. You think you know about Montgomery, and then when you learn, when you meet people, we come from all different backgrounds of life, and we have so much more in common than we think.
Yeah.
So we graduate tomorrow at Wynn Lakes at 6 p.m. Attorney Milton Davis is going to be the guest speaker. Yeah. And, I'm just glad, we are the best class ever, class 33.
I understand. Well, we expect you to say that. That's great. Well, so that's the kind of an example of the kind of community work. I mean, I see you at the chamber events.
Correct.
We saw Congressman who was that we saw?
Mike Rogers.
The other day. And so then I think I saw you with Congresswoman Terry Sewell.
The next day?
Yeah. so you're out there. I can't get there before you're there. I mean, if you're not there, I feel like something's wrong.
Right.
Yeah. So what is it that you want people to know about the vision and the mission of Gumptown?
Gumptown is going to be that premier urban business community network. If you think about like the bigger companies like Wall Street, they have their own network, the Fortune 500 companies, but what about the smaller businesses? What about the rural communities? We deserve the same right and privilege in this capitalist economy just to share and exchange resources, and there's no network. So we need that network to share and exchange resources, and that's our goal. A matter of fact, we're expanding in Bullock County. We just interviewed the probate judge, Judge Tatum in Union Springs. He's doing great things. Every year since 2013, he gives out a JET Youth Scholarship to a graduating senior. All they have to do to apply is show their letter of acceptance, and their name is pulled from a random drawing, and they have scholarship.
That's excellent. Well, now you do a lot of volunteering.
Yes.
What would you say as far as giving advice is the importance of volunteering as far as helping to expand your business and expand your brand, because you are also an ambassador with the Montgomery Area Chamber of Commerce?
That's correct. Service is key. You know, service is key. You know, dealing in business, I learned is people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And I'm doing this for the community. I'm doing this for the people. You know, I get so many reviews from people like, oh my God, I saw this on Facebook Live. I didn't know it was happening. Like, we go to school board meetings, we go to different press conferences, we go to different events, because we know people can't make it. And we know it's good information that will help them.
That's right.
We're on like the media list for NPS, the media list for MPD, the media list for Crime Stoppers. Even Beasley Allen sends us press releases. And you know, they were ranked one of the top, I think, 5 law firms in the country for getting cases dealing with Johnson & Johnson. So, I mean, it's great. You know, it's a lot of good things going on.
Well, as you mentioned, the school board meetings, I see you at different school events. I even saw you at the Battle of the Bands.
That's right.
You were streaming there. I think that was JD versus Selma the
yes,
other day.
that was, I mean, that was a great event. I mean, both bands was excellent. And then the good thing about it is, I'm thinking about the youth. You know what I'm saying? It was on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Those youth could have been in the streets getting in all types of trouble, but they were doing something positive. It was a positive event. Everyone had fun. There was no fighting, no shooting, no violence. It was just a happy, fun occasion. And people don't know stuff like that goes on, so we had to put it out there.
Well, it's really good. I saw that Battle of Bands. I've seen you do one. I think JD versus, JD and Lanier. And so, you know, we just had Diana Gray on with Montgomery Arts Academy, and we were just talking about the importance of music.
That's right.
And how music helps facilitate learning.
Right, right. And to me, I'm a living witness. You know, I was in the band in high school, and being in the band opened so many doors for me, and that's how I came to Alabama State to march in the band. And I ended up getting a full academic scholarship. Then right now I'm a magazine publisher. I'm an entrepreneur. You know, because of the band.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So
that's awesome. That's an example of the opportunity that having music can have in a person's life.
Yes.
That's excellent. So, well, you know, now as far as this magazine and being a publisher, you have basically you've been walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
That's right.
You basically launched this project from scratch.
Yes, I did.
And built it and have been branding it yourself. What is the advice you would give to a person who has a vision for something that they want to do, about what kind of stick-to-itiveness you have to have and dedication to get it off the ground and keep it moving in spite of the obstacles?
You have to believe in yourself and have that faith. You know, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. Then you have to, like, you know, look at other people. Don't compare yourself to other people, but say, like, hey, if they went through it, if they started it, I can too. You know, you're no better than the next person. When I think about myself, I say, you know, if Sam Walton can do it, I can do it. You know, if Henry Ford can do it, I can do it. If John Johnson can do it, I can do it. You have to be persistent and consistent. And one thing I learned, you know, people think if it's no paycheck attached to it, it's not a good opportunity. You have to go for the opportunity, because you learn and you meet people, and you just never know what will happen out of it. So,
Amen. Amen.
So take advantage of opportunities, believe in yourself, and be persistent and consistent. So
okay, it does take faith.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I heard our friend Bishop Frederick Hardy. I'm not sure where it came from. He said it takes faith to step out on nothing and believe that something is there. Isn't that good?
Woo! That's every morning.
That's powerful. Now on your cover of this issue, you got Child Protect. That's the Children's Advocacy Center. Tell us about what's going on with them on this issue.
They're expanding. They're building a new annex to their facility so they can have more room, because, you know, we all know that Child Protect, you know, they help children who dealing with trauma situations, maybe getting abused. They probably seen a parent get abused or somebody get killed or things like that. You know, they work with DHR and the DA's office, but, you know, they have to go back and forth so many times. So with that extra annex, you know, DHR can have their own office in there. The DA's office can have their own office. They're going to build like shower facilities so the children can, you know, bathe themselves. So We just recently had the groundbreaking, I think about a month ago, and I'm proud to serve on the junior executive board for the organization. We do a lot of events to raise funds. We have a campaign, Campaign 1989. We're trying to get people to get young professionals involved, donate, $19.89 a month for a whole year.
Yeah.
And we're getting close to our goal. We're doing good.
That's good. That's good. Well, speaking of community events, I think I saw you on TV. Of course, you're always on. You're always here at the station, in the studio. Doing something in the community. Your fraternal organization helped raise some money. I think I saw just not that long ago.
Oh yeah, the Root of Jesse Masonic Lodge 997. We partnered with Valiant Cross Academy. I mean, we just fell in love with those guys. Yeah, and when it first started getting warm, we had a fish fry, and we raised a lot of money, and we took those proceeds and we donated to the boys. We bought them some school supplies, some hygiene products, socks, deodorants, toothpaste, paper, pens. Before that, we bought them some bow ties because we understand the need. Yes. And I'm just going. If you have a chance, I know you've been there before. Every morning they go to the village and they do the little routine, the Russia routine. It's just amazing seeing those kids.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go to your website so people can see how they when they log on to your site there, they can see all of your information. But one of the other things that you do in your magazine is do really great articles. And you've got this article on Social Security, and this is Dr. McKinney.
Yes.
Who writes that. Give us a little bit about some of the kind of articles that he writes for you.
Well, he is the public affairs specialist for the Social Security for the state of Alabama. So he sends us articles dealing with Social Security, dealing with retirement, planning for Social Security, teaching your grandchildren about Social Security. So it's very informative, very educating. It's some things that I learned, planning for your IRA, because, we think we know about Social Security, but we don't. So many biases about it, so many stereotypes, but it's really here to help us. So
excellent, excellent.
It's great.
Well, I tell you, Ms. Thomas, we're just really inspired, and I want to encourage people to pick up a copy. So where do they pick up a copy? Like they go today, like they see it tonight. Where you want
to go? To Josetti's Cupcakes on South Decatur Street, or you can go to Patricia's Boutique on 128 Coliseum Boulevard. She's right next door to Sharon Williams, the paint store.
Okay, excellent. Well, Mr. Thomas, we're gonna break, and we're gonna invite you to come back again because we always need this great information. We're very excited, continue to be inspired by the work that you're doing in our community, and we want to encourage you to keep that up. And that's going to do it for us on this edition of Visions with Jamal Thomas, publisher of Gumptown magazine. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned. We'll see you next time.